So it's Thanksgiving, and today I'm out with my cousins. We're gonna go watch Instant Family. Heard good things about this movie, so I'm kind of excited for this one. So let's go in. Alright guys, so I unexpectedly saw Instant Family on Thanksgiving morning with my cousins. Honestly, I would have preferred to go see Wreck-It Ralph 2 or Creed 2, but my cousins wanted to see this more, which is fine because the other two movies were pretty much sold out anyways. So, Instant Family is basically, it follows a sweet true story about a couple who decide to start a family by adopting 3 foster kids. One of them is like a teenager, and then the other one's like 10 years old, and I think the youngest one, who's the little girl, she's like 4 or 5. And I only just heard this movie just a few months ago, but this movie honestly just looked like a very heartwarming movie, and I thought that this is a movie that would really benefit from the Thanksgiving release date that it got, because of course a lot of families want to go out to the movies, and a lot of families don't want to go see a fully animated movie, which I'm sure Wreck-It Ralph 2 is pretty mature as an animated movie. I haven't seen it. I'm going to go see it later today. I'm excited for that. And not a lot of families are going to go out to see a boxing movie like Creed 2. So a movie that is just right for families is pretty much Instant Family for the most part. And it's, a very touching and sweet story that I'm glad was told, because I thought this movie was told in the right way. And this comes from the same guy who directed the Daddy's Home movies. And it's really weird to see him go from directing something as a quirky family comedy as the Daddy's Home movie to directing something like Instant Family, which is a tad more serious, but it still has that comedy that makes you laugh, and some of that, that family quality that just makes you go, oh, that's kind of adorable. This movie has all that, and it's definitely his best work to date. Obviously better than Daddy's Home's movies, even though I do quite enjoy those movies quite a bit. Mark Wahlberg is really good here, and he delivers some very funny comedy that, he's very good at that, so they basically embrace him a lot in this movie. And Rose Byrne is also another performance to admire here, mainly because she does a really great job at wanting to be a good foster mother. And again, another thing that they really embrace here, basically two parents, the ups and downs of being a parent. I think that they do a really good job at kind of showing us that in this movie. And I mean, there are some things that did bother me quite a bit in this movie, is that there are some scenes where it's all nice and it's sweet, and it feels like they just kind of had to tell a joke, and it just kind of ruins the moment, sorta. Because don't get me wrong, the movie is still funny, and the comedy is obviously, very good in this movie, but they just kind of do that quite a bit in this movie. We have a good scene, it has the emotional heartstring tugs going for it or whatever, and then they just tell a joke and it just ruins the moment. And this movie sort of has a serious turn in the last act of the movie, and it's kind of weird the way it's transitioned, but at the same time it's very well handled. But in the end, Instant Family, again, it's a very sweet movie. My cousin was crying. I'm sure a lot of people in the theater was crying. I was getting the feels in this movie. It's just a really emotional movie. It's a movie that I think that I'm glad that came out for Thanksgiving, because again, you're going to be thankful after this movie. Trust me, believe it or not, you're going to be thankful for your family after this movie, and everything that your parents do for you, you're going to be thankful after watching this movie, because this movie just shows all that. And then again, this is a very good movie. I was surprised by this movie. Surprisingly funny movie. Obviously a touching movie with some very good performances. I also forgot to mention Isabella Moner, who's also in this movie. She was earlier this year. She was in Sicario 2. I thought she gave a very great performance in that movie. She also did another movie with Mark Wahlberg last year, Transformers: The Last Night, and she was good in that movie, and she's also good in this movie. I just kind of forgot to mention her in this review. But a movie that I think that I would pay full price to go watch. And with that being said, I'm gonna give Instant Family a B+. So yeah, that's what I thought about Instant Family, and it seems like a lot of people didn't really see this movie, mainly because we have other movies out, like Crimes of Grindelwald, which this movie is obviously much better than that movie. The Grinch, which The Grinch is enjoyable and all, but this movie is still better than The Grinch. And I have not seen the other movies, Creed 2 and Wreck-It Ralph 2, which I'm sure that both of those movies, especially Creed 2, I'm sure is probably better than this, but you can't compare them. This is a movie that I think that a lot of people, more people should have seen, and I'm sad that not a lot of people saw this movie. But it's not too late. The movie's only been out in theaters for like a week, and it's still gonna have some legs, I hope, at the box office. So yeah, go out and see this movie while you still can. Again, really enjoyable movie. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you guys seen this movie, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.